We had hurricanes a lot longer than we've had changes in carbon emissions. Carbon emissions have been around since before man walked the earth. I mean, you've seen 10,000 years ago, you can look at the record, and we had warmer temperatures on the earth than we do today because it goes up and down. We've had freezing periods in the 1970s. They said it was going to be a new cooling period. And now it gets warmer, it gets colder. That's called Mother Nature. But the idea that hurricanes or wildfires were caused just in the last few years is just fallacy.
This is Republican Congressman Steve Scalise doing climate change denial, and he is far and away not the only Republican doing this.
So Obama's talking about all of this with the global warming and that, and a lot of it's a hoax. It's a hoax.
You think the Earth is not warming right now?
So did you notice a few years ago?
Wait, do you think the Earth is not warming?
I do not believe that human activity is causing these dramatic changes to our climate the way these scientists are portraying it.
How long will it take for the sea level to rise 2 feet? I mean, think about it. If your ice cube melts in your glass, it doesn't overflow. It's displacement. I mean, this is some of the things that they're talking about mathematically and scientifically don't make sense.
Climate has always changed, but you can't distinguish mankind's contribution from natural variability.
Their reporting was largely slanted in favor of global warming alarmists. The networks have shown a steady pattern of bias on climate change. The network should tell Americans the truth rather than hide the facts.
Scientific community has said that climate change is one of the great crises facing our planet. Do you agree with the scientific community?
I would not call it the greatest crisis, no, sir.
I asked the chair, you know what this is? It's a snowball. So it's very, very cold out.
I'm Rayy Vana, and welcome back to Rebel HQ. The scientific community is in agreement when it comes to climate change. Climate change is real, it is being caused by human activity, and the effects of climate change, if we do not take decisive and effective action, will have a devastating impact on humanity.
Higher temperatures are already happening. They will increase deaths. Food and waterborne illnesses will spread. Wildfires, as we've just seen so painfully in California, will increase. Floods, as we've just seen after hurricanes, will be more frequent. Asthma and allergies will be worse. Crop production will decline because of high temperatures and drought. Seafood industry predicted to lose $230 million by the end of the century.
What we're missing is the fact that climate is already changing and it's affecting us today in the places where we live. It's no longer a future issue.
Are we running out of time on climate?
Yes, the broader problem is if you have politicians arguing about what is established objective truths, then you're wasting time.
So if the science is clear and the impact of climate change will be devastating, why aren't politicians taking action?
A big part of the reason for all of this, a huge part, is the tireless work over decades of fossil fuel companies like ExxonMobil to pollute the planet while making billions of dollars and making sure no one can stop them.
Here's what a former ExxonMobil executive had to say about their lobbying efforts in Congress.
Joe Manchin, I talk to his office every week, and he is the kingmaker on this because he's a Democrat from West Virginia, which is a very conservative state, and he's not shy about sort of staking his claim early and completely changing the debate.
While Republicans do straight up climate change denial, Democrats are more crafty about it. They talk about the impacts that climate change will have on jobs, or the deficit, or whatever other garbage that they've made up that day. But ultimately, the Republican denial and the Democrat inaction are coming from the same source: corporate money.